So this community has been flying under the radar. Things are gonna change, the word is getting out. The bonus room on this one is a killer. But when you come to this community, you will see why, because it's built around a 3,000 acre lake. It has access for a public dock, kayak launch, you can have your motor boats in here. Did I tell you that there's a golf course here as well? 18 holes, amazing golf course. Now it's a large master plan community, and like every large master plan community, you're gonna have the resort style amenities. So you can have pool, clubhouse, miles of walking trails around here. And this is all within just 45 minutes of Charlotte. Now, the best thing about this, it's built by one builder, by True Homes, or I should say 95% of the houses in here are built by True Homes. But the price points are really attractive for pretty much everybody, because they start in the high 300s and they go to well over $1 million. So regardless of your budget, this is going to need to be a subdivision that's on your radar. But we're actually going to be in the sweet spot today, because I'm going to be showing you a couple houses in the low 500s and one in the 400,000s. First on the menu though is we're going to get in this absolutely stunning, it is a 2-story, don't forget about that bonus room, 2-story, kind of a ranch looking house. Beautiful finishes in here, and don't forget you've got 3-car garages. Let's go. Love the elevation out here, and 3-car garages are just such a hot commodity. Just looks stunning. Love the carpentry out here that they finished. And of course, you've got that beautiful front porch, perfect for southern living out here. So it's a good size. You could easily sit out here, couple of pieces of furniture out here. You've got the tall vaulted ceilings in here, and it is of course built on this nice hardy board siding. Nice color as well. Veneer stoning on the bottom 3/4 over here, so they haven't really spared any expenses. Love this style over here. This is one of my personal favorite on the exterior. When they mix it up, they do the, I was gonna say shiplap, but when they do the board and batten style over here, and then they've got the hardy board siding. Now, no expenses are gonna be stared, because you're gonna see straight as you come in, this beautiful front door that I have already opened for us. I can feel that nice AC kicking. You've got the nice smoke tinted glass in here. Really grand entrance point. So you're looking straight out the gate at 10 feet ceilings throughout the main level. You're gonna see this lovely piece of board and batten style here on the chair rail coming on both sides. This is some of the features that you can do. You do have the luxury LVP in here. Now we're gonna go in here before we go in, and we're gonna check out, there's that bonus room. Bonus room up here is a killer. But before we get into the first couple bedrooms, I'm just gonna give you a quick sneak peek of this absolutely gorgeous living area with the kitchen, and right behind this fireplace is gonna be the primary owner suite. So you're gonna have to see this. But when you do come in through this house, the first thing that you're gonna see on the right-hand side is, like most ranch style houses, you're gonna have a full bathroom, and it's gonna be sandwiched between bedroom number 1, bedroom number 2. Let's go ahead and just show you the size of this one. The first 2 bedrooms down here are not furnished. They do have the carpet, but I'm gonna point out a couple of features just so you can see them. Double windows, natural light. You do have these awesome, my personal favorite, square cut baseboards, which has that southern charm in there. You've got the double built-in, which is the entire length of this closet over here, from that corner to that corner. It's got the nice built-ins, and then right across the way, you're gonna see bedroom number 2. Now it's very, very similar in size. It's just reverse. They've engineered the windows on the side, of course, because it is on the side, but you're gonna have the exact same features. You're gonna see that lovely, large walk-in closet. You do have the carpet in here, but remember, if you build this product, you can make customization. So if you wanted to do the LVP throughout, that's a popular choice. And then you do have a public bathroom. I'm not sure the word public is the right one, but you know what I mean. Tiled floor, you've got subway tile backsplash, you've got the custom cutouts for your shampoo and your sponges, the commode, and you do have the single vanity there. It looks like just a standard white shaker cabinet, not too exciting. You do have quartz countertops, but I will make a note that this is the slimmer, so it's like what they call their level 1 product. When you're in the design studio, you can upgrade. A lot of people just think the upgrades in the countertops and the cabinets of the colors and the styles, which is true, but you can also, when you upgrade your levels on the countertops especially, they get thicker and thicker and thicker. better quality basically. Here you've got a little storage area. Well, probably I shouldn't say little, it goes all the way back around through there. So you have everything that you could store over here. But notice you do have this custom board and batten 3/4 style. Let me see if I can get in the shot for you. Let me turn around so you can see it. You got this right here. So you're gonna see this throughout the main living area in this hallway, but this is gonna give you an idea of just the entranceway. Does have a little bit of a wow factor, and I think that mainly comes to the nice finishes that you see. It's very wide here, so it doesn't feel kind of dingy when you come in, and you have the stairs coming in, so immediately you know, feels like you walk into a ranch and then you see the stairs, so it kind of throws you for a curveball. And here is probably what you're waiting to see, the absolutely gorgeous wide open. It just seems so big just because of how high these ceilings are. Let me go ahead and start with this kitchen. First thing you're gonna see, and I'm gonna point this out right now so it's fresh in your memories. Look how thick this is compared to what we saw in the bathroom. That's gonna be your level upgrade that you can get on the quartz countertops. This style that we're seeing right here is called the waterfall style. So you have the countertops that are not only just on the top, but they run down, giving that hence waterfall kind of feel. But this is a huge island. We got what, 1, 2, 3, 4 bar stools in here, and it's colored painted a different, actually it's not, it's the same color as the cabinet, but sometimes you can get this, of course, if you wanted to do the kitchen island a different color, which is pretty popular these days. Now let's just have a look at the rest of the finishes in here. So you do have that same dark blue color, which I like, by the way. You do have the same countertops. You got a different backsplash, which I like because subway tile seems to be the most popular. So when I see something different, I personally gravitate towards it. And for all you chefs out here, you do have a gas cooktop right over here. Beautiful place just to hang out, and just look at this. So if you're just hanging out in the kitchen, you got this nice kitchen island, nice steel kitchen sink. This is gonna be your view for the rest of the living area, so it's absolutely gorgeous. Here's this gas cooktop for all you chefs. And then over here, we've got this big open space where you refrigerate, which is not included, guys. You got 2 small sections either side. You could do like a wet bar or maybe a little coffee station, but you do have the cabinets above the refrigerator, so it just kind of blend in seamlessly. So we'll go ahead here into the main entrance point of the house, which you'll probably hit pretty much most of your days. You're gonna hit the garage here, and this is where we're gonna start in here. So ladies, you could probably tune out now. I know this is not exactly exciting for you, but guys, stay with me, because here is this 3-car garage. You've got all connected in one large bay. It's the oversized extended, so you've got the 3 concrete slabs. And of course, pretty much most builders are doing this now, but I'm gonna point it out so you can see it. You do have a tankless water heater, which will save on your bills, especially if you put a sprinkler system in here as well. And you do have, of course, the access to hot water straight away. Here you've got this nice little drop zone. Come in here, sit down here, think about how good your day's been. Hang the kids' backpacks, kids kick their shoes off underneath. And then you do have in here, which I thought was pretty peculiar place to put this, but let me know what you think. You have the washer dryer right off the kitchen. Don't see this too much in the floor plans, but do like what they've done with the cabinets. They're just a basic white shaker cabinets and a really nice tiled floor in here. Pantry is in this area as well, so it's behind the next door. Not a huge pantry. So depending on how many trips you make to Costco, may or may not be a fit for you, but they do have that traditional just kind of steel wiring, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's not a huge pantry, so just take that into consideration. You might need to put an additional storage rack or a second fridge in the garage. It does have it hooked up. So now let's get back into this main living area. Beautiful kitchen. Love these pendulum lights, by the way. Drop a comment below, let me know what you think of these. Now, right over here, you've got the dining area. Nothing too exciting on here. They haven't done too much. They've just got a lighting fixture, decent sized 6-seater table over here, but it is pretty big because you've got this nice space over here. So it doesn't feel congested in here at all. Everything flows really good. And I probably wouldn't change the flow of this at all by putting furniture in different places. What they've done works. The living room's big enough if you wanted to put a sectional, you could absolutely do that. The double doors for the porch are here, which will go out here in a second. And right through here is the primary owner's suite, which we're gonna check out here in a minute. The bathroom is absolutely gorgeous in there. Gas fireplace, and then of course you do have shiplap with your fake TV on there. You could go bigger. Easy get a 70, 75-inch TV on there. But nice space, really nice space. Lots of can lights throughout this house, lots of can lights. And I do like this piece of furniture right here with this art piece right there. Definitely need something in this floor plan right over here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get up the apples and pears, and we're gonna go ahead and see the second level. Love how the stairs bend around. My personal pet peeve, I just don't like stairs that you just kind of see straight to the top. So you've got this landing and a second piece over here. It is kind of at the back of the house, so you're out the way. You do have some privacy down here. But guys, look at this bonus room. Absolutely gorgeous, and it is huge. There is just so much space up here. You could put multiple different, you could have a home office up here and a sitting area. You could do a movie room up here. You could even do a pool table if you like playing pool, table tennis, foosball. You've got the space to do it here. This whole level is carpeted, so keep that in mind. You can, of course, change that, but they've gone ahead and carpeted up here. It does work pretty good, but you have a really nice space. The only thing that I'll pre-warn you about is they have standard 8-foot ceilings on the second floor, and you can feel the difference. Coming from a first floor that has 10 feet, coming straight up here, you can definitely feel, it does feel a little bit more enclosed, but that's more that we've been spoiled on that first level. But this is a really nice space up here, especially if you've got teenagers, in-laws, out-of-town guests. Keep that thought, because here's the bedroom that you would use for your out-of-town guests. It's ginormous. It's by far the biggest bedroom outside of the primary owner suite, and it's not even close. Double windows on the side of the house on this one, and you do have 2 closets. You've got walk-in closets. They're not huge closets. They're a decent size, but you do have 2. So if you do have out-of-town guests, they've got plenty of place to store all their stuff for a couple days, or you could store, well, speaking of storage, we're gonna go ahead and check more storage out here in a second, but you can go ahead and use both of these for storage, or you could go ahead and just use it as a traditional closet. So really nice, but it's absolutely huge. Now this door right over here is gonna be for the bathroom, but there's 2 ways to get into this, and I'm gonna flip this around so you get a better flow. So as soon as we come back out again, we're in this incredible bonus room. Right in front and off the bonus room in this corner, here's more storage, guys, by the way. You're gonna come in here and you're gonna see this bathroom. And here is the second door. If you wanted to come in through this way, there's the bedroom again. You guys get the idea. They haven't done too many updates in here. There is a linen closet behind the door, which I won't show. And you do have a single sink. So here is my question for you. To me, in my humble opinion, this toilet, the way that it's set up right now, and this sink, is just too much space. Personally, what I would do if I would build this out, or make a strong recommendation, because one day you're probably gonna wanna sell it. Future buyers are gonna want the same thing. Let me turn it around so you can see. So you've just got a single sink right here. Nothing wrong with that, of course. And then you've got all this space just for the toilet. That's a lot of dead space in my opinion. I would love to see this built out to a double vanity. You could just easily put 2 sinks and just move the commode over just a little bit closer to the shower. You've got tons of space in here to do it. And of course, you've got that linen closet. But I want to show you one more thing before we get to that primary owner suite. Storage. Storage is a big thing, especially if you don't like climbing ladders. So you've got an actual walk-in storage in here that has access to the furnace. You have another Harry Potter door, so you have additional storage, but this is unusual. Don't typically see additional storage above the storage. So when you change your air filters, you just be popping up in here. You've got your gas shutter valves up here as well. So a really good spot. Now this this primary bedroom, let's go and check out that bathroom. So before we check out this bedroom, I just want to introduce myself. If this is your first time to the channel, first, thank you for stopping by. My name is Dean and I put out videos every single week about living here in Charlotte. I'm also a real estate agent. So if you have questions about this community, or if you're looking for an agent to help you find your next home here in the greater Charlotte area, including those South Carolina suburbs, go ahead, reach out to me. I'm gonna put my contact information right below. Just pause this video, write my phone number down, email address, reach out to me, watch the rest of this video. Let's connect, let's schedule a quick time to jump on a call to make your move to the Charlotte area as smooth and as seamless as possible. Right on cue. Guess where we are, guys? Primary owner's bedroom. Decent sized room. It's probably about the same size as that guest suite upstairs. Plenty of room here if you wanted to put some additional furniture. I know some people put TVs in their bedroom, so you've got that space, but you're back now to this large 10-foot ceilings, which makes a huge difference, guys. One thing I do like about this, it's not just has the regular tray ceilings, it's got those angled cut, beveled cut trays, which are really nice. And then here you go, ladies. So guys, I had something for you earlier with the 3-car garage. This time you guys can tune out. It's now off for the ladies. So coming through, like, I'm gonna call this like a little alleyway before you get to the bathroom. You're gonna have a closet on your left for the ladies, a closet on the right for the ladies. You have your hers and hers closets. Guys, you're gonna have to go upstairs to that bonus room to get your clothes out on the daily. But now let's check out the bathroom. So we're gonna transition now, guys, from carpet to a nice tile. You're gonna have this beautiful extended tiled shower all the way to the ceiling. Now notice you're gonna have the rain head shower and you do have the regular shower head in the wall. You've got the hexagon tiled flooring, really popular these days. You've got your tiled step, and then you've got an offset middle tile there just to give it some depth in here. You got your toilet that is, of course, closed off, and then you've got 2 sinks. But I love when builders do this, because you're gonna have a same cabinets, countertops as the kitchen. Actually, I take that back. They are the upgraded level for the thickness, but they do look like they're a different style. It's more of an off-white. So you do have one on the left and then one on the right. So you have his and hers, a true his and hers. You do have a window, and for all those people out there that do still enjoy taking baths, you do have a garden tub on this one. So all in all, this floor plan fits so many boxes as far as what people are looking for. Bonus room, you can even do a home office up there. You have the 4 bedrooms, and it is all right under 3,000 square feet, so you're at 29 and change. But outdoor living area, what tour can be complete without always my favorite? I think I just broke the door, but we're gonna get out there anyway. Spin this bad boy around so you can see it. Easily screen all this in. You got the double doors right here. Nice and high, matches the same height here. Plenty of room personally if you wanted to put a nice TV here on the wall, watch some college football on Saturday, screen this area in if you wanted to. You get a nice couch out here. You can go ahead and put some furniture over here. And of course, let me get my sunnies. It's hot as you like, guys, today. Let me get my sunnies on. And this is the size of the lots. These lots are absolutely huge. They are all roughly, I should say all over, 1/4 acre, but right around 1/4 acre for each lot on here. So if you wanted to put a pool, quite honestly, I don't know why anybody would want to put a pool here in this community, but you could, because the amenities that this community offers is just killer. Absolutely fantastic. Speaking of, we are going to go ahead and check out the second property now. Different flow, similar price point, which we will get into here in a minute. And I want to know which one you like the best. So this house is listed at $529,000. That is out the door with the updates that you see in this exact floor plan. Low 500s is not an exaggeration. Now the next house I'm gonna show you, it's the same but different. I was actually gonna show you this one last, but I think it makes sense now because it's a similar floor plan to show you right now. And this one is priced in the 400s. Now, once we see this house, I'm gonna tell you exactly where we are so you know the community, that all the features that they have here, the HOA costs, all that good stuff. But this is gonna be the second house. Again, it's priced less. So a couple of the features that you're gonna see that are different right out of the gate. This one does lose the extra garage. It's just a regular, I shouldn't say just, most houses do have 2-car garages, but this one has just 2 cars garages, but you do have the extra built out on this, which we'll go ahead and show you here in a little bit, but you're still gonna have the same kind of features. So we're gonna still see this board and batten style as far as the batten board. We're still gonna have the traditional southern front porch, and it's the same street. We're literally just right over the road. Let's check this one out. So before we jump into house number 2, I want to go over in detail exactly where we are. So the community is called Edgewater. We are just south of Indian Land, the Ballantyne area of 521, Highway 521. And we are in Lancaster County here. So it's zoned for Lancaster School District. So as far as commute time to Charlotte, we're about 45 minutes south there. So great spot, and you can be in Ballantyne, literally it's one road once you get out of the neighborhood just to go head north. So you have amenities close by you, but they're not right there built all up around you. So you do have a little bit more of that rural lifestyle, but yet the convenience of shopping, grocery stores, just a few minutes drive away. So location is key, but they've built this community specifically with space in mind. So keep that in mind when you're building around it. Lake golf course for all the residents there if you choose to participate. It is a public golf course. It was designed, it's a championship golf course. So it was designed by some top designers in the country. Absolutely amazing if you do love to play golf. Now, the size of the community, if this is something important to you, it is absolutely ginormous. There's gonna be just under 6,000 single family homes built once it's complete. And to give you kind of a point of reference, there was just over 1,200 homes built right now. So they've got a good 5 to 8 years out in development. There is new neighborhoods popping up all over, which is a huge benefit as far as the price point goes, because Edgewater is obviously, it's a ginormous subdivision, and within the subdivisions there's all different kinds of homes, style of homes, patio homes, single family homes, starter homes, all the way up to McMansion. So whatever your price point is and budget, there is subdivisions within each subdivision of track of homes. And the way that they designed the whole neighborhood, I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, stunning, right from the entrance point when you go in all the way through to each individual subdivision. Absolutely amazing. Now, before we jump into house number 2, just have one quick favor for you. I want you to go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you're liking this video, if you're liking this content, if you love touring these homes in the comfort of your living room. I recently looked at my analytics in my channel, and I found out that almost 90% of people are watching from their TV. So I'm assuming right now you're there. Go ahead, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, comment below, of course, and subscribe, hit the bell notifications. New content comes out every Sunday. Now, one other call to action before we do just jump in. If you are thinking about making that move, I'm gonna put my phone number right below again. Pause it, write it down, play the rest of this video, and let's connect. Now, wait until you see house number 2. So for this house to be priced in the 400s, of course, there's gonna be trade-offs, and we're gonna go ahead and look at those here in a little bit. But one of the things that really impressed me about this entire build out is there's gonna be a couple of things in this house that the last house didn't have, which really, really surprised me. Now, again, I already mentioned this, so I won't beat on it too much. You do have this beautiful southern front porch over here. The exterior is very similar. The front door is gonna be a different style. You do lose that glass, that smoke glass. Easy upgradable, of course, but you do lose that. But you're gonna have those same 10-foot ceilings that on the main level. When you go into the bonus room, the second level, you are gonna have the smaller ceilings again. So there's gonna be some similarities, but you're gonna lose a bedroom in this because this house, it just has 3 bedrooms over here, but primary is on the main level. So let me go ahead and turn this around so you can see it. Entrance point, it's more of an alleyway. You do have an extra room down here, which we'll enclose here in a little bit. You're gonna have this nice entranceway. You've lost a bit of the custom carpentry coming in on the front door, but again, To be priced in the 400s, it's going to be significantly cheaper than the last house. Right here, I'm going to get this out of the way because it's the least favorite room. You do have the laundry room, nice hexagon tile floors. It is a little bit bigger. Personally, I like this one. I prefer it being a separate room and an entranceway. That's where the garage is. You do have the tankless water here. Now here's the first change that you're gonna see. So when you come in on the last house, you would have the bathroom in the middle and you'd have 2 bedrooms. You've lost one of the bedrooms. You're gonna come straight into the left-hand side and it's gonna be a much smaller main level bedroom at the front of the house. So if you have kids, this will be a great room for the kids. Remember, there is a bonus room, so you don't need a ton of space. You got the built-in closet, but other than a couple of pieces of furniture in here, it's not a huge room. I'm guessing it's maybe a 12 by 12, just a standard room, but you do have those 10 feet high ceilings in here. Now, when you come out, this is gonna be the bathroom that is attached to that bedroom through this alleyway. And it's also gonna be the main bathroom for the rest of the house, just to use on a daily. Nice cabinets, countertops, you got the commode, you've got a nice, actually this is really nice, I'll give this some attention. You do have some nice fixture updates here with the faucets. They've got that nice gold finish, which is very popular right now. And you do have the custom cutout tiled all the way to the ceiling. So they're not really skimping out on this bathroom. They've done a really good job. And the designer killed it with the tile and the faucets, really tied everything together. You do have a linen closet right here, right outside. Now here is where it gets different. So prior you would have the 2 bedrooms. Instead of the bedroom, they've gone ahead and used this as a formal dining room. So you do have a dining area and a formal dining room. So if you like to do more of that entertaining, and you would use this space, you could of course enclose this off, put some French doors here. If you wanted a formal home office, if you do work from home, this could be a good use of this space. But some of the features that they've done in here, you've gone ahead and got the chair rail all the way around, done a nice job. Double window. This could be, that's a pretty small table. You could extend that easily. It actually makes this room, I guess it doesn't really showcase it the best if you have such a small piece of furniture, but they've done a good job on some of the finishes. And now right over there, that's one of the entranceways to the kitchen, which we will get there in a second. But coming back out onto the main living area, you're gonna see a slight difference. It does feel smaller. It is smaller in square footage, of course, but this room itself does feel a little bit smaller. You have the living room, you have the kitchen and a dining area, and they brought the wall closer here for the living room, and they've got a screened in porch, and there's something in the master bedroom that, I should say primary owner suite, but there's something in the primary owner suite that the other house did not have. But a lot of the features are the same. You're gonna have the gas fireplace, you're gonna have a place to mount your TV. They do have the custom built-ins, which personally I do like. You've got the built-ins on both sides. Nice finishes that it really does make it look good. But it does seem very bright and airy in here. So you got 4 windows on the back wall and it faces out to the backyard. So it does feel really eerie, but you're gonna see a lot more of the same features here. We're gonna go ahead and check out the bonus room here in a second, which the stairs are right off. But the kitchen is very similar. It just is not quite as big. You do have the waterfall style quartz countertop. You do have the farmhouse style sink, which I personally am a fan of. But you have a lot of the same features. You've just got white regular shaker cabinets, probably saved a little bit of money there. And then you've got your classic subway tile, but you do have the 5-burner gas cooktop. That's where your microwave, that's where your refrigerator would go. And then of course you have this wet bar area in here that has the same countertops, cabinets, but they've done the same thing with a pantry. If anything, this pantry is a little bit bigger, but it's not much. They didn't really put a whole lot of emphasis on the pantry living on here, but this is kind of the flow of the main house. So it looks and feels good. This difference over here just doesn't feel quite as big. And you do have your microwave and oven combo stacked. And then there's a small area here, which is, it is pretty small, guys. They've got a small 4-seater table. You probably couldn't fit too much more. If you did, you just kill up too much of the exterior lifestyle, this bandwidth over here. But all in all, it's a decent size, especially if you just have maybe 1 or 2 kids, or if you're downsizing, this would feel absolutely pretty big, to be honest. And then outside, this is one area that they did take my recommendation. Look at this, guys. They've screened their porch in. Love it. Ooh, I did not notice this. Let's get out here and check this out. I'm gonna be a nosy neighbor today. The yard is the same size. It's they're built on a 1/4 acre. A lot of construction noises coming over here. But hopefully, let me get this in so you can see it. They're probably gonna think I'm some weirdo, but I'm gonna show it anyway. This is the house that you want, guys. You can go ahead and make friends with this neighbor and enjoy that pool as your own. But you can see this yard right here, really big. That's where you pick up your mail over there. That might not come through, but this whole subdivision, they deliver mail to designated spots, not to your house, which is kind of common nowadays, pretty much here in the South, but a big yard. So if you did want to put a pool, you've got the space to do it. They've done one, and you can kind of see how much space it takes up. Not a lot. It's definitely doable. Nice pool as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and check out upstairs. So in the same vein, when you get at the top of the stairs, which do bend around, by the way, you're gonna be right into their bonus room, their loft room. It's more of a rectangle shape. I will say that I preferred the last bonus room. This one is a little narrower and it's longer. It's huge in space, so I'm not saying it's small. That's not true at all. It's very big. Just the way that the room flows. If you wanted to make this a second living room area, there's only 2 places really you could put the TV if you did want to mount it. Where they've done it on this wall, or if you go ahead and flip it around and put it on that back wall, but it does kind of limit your furniture placement. Maybe someone that's more creative than me can figure this out, but otherwise, it just looks a bit more like a long corridor, not quite as inviting as the last one. But the bedroom upstairs, absolutely ginormous, and this one absolutely kicks it, you know what, for closet size. It's huge. Same style bedroom, carpet up here. You do have some different level of finishes. There's no square cut baseboards in here, so you don't have that craftsman feel. But this closet over here is absolutely huge. It's a double closet, 2 front doors, French doors, and you've got this huge area in here, which is absolutely ginormous for a 3rd bedroom or a second primary on the 2nd level. And you've got the same kind of flow in this bedroom. It does have an entranceway from the bedroom straight into the bathroom, or you can go ahead and come back around. There's more storage on here and Harry Potter door there. You can come around and you can enter the bathroom here. The upgrades in the bathroom have not been done to the same level. You've got the smaller counter, thinner level 1 countertops, cabinets, and you just have a very basic builder grade shower pan with these glass doors, which not a huge fan on, but for the price, this is about as good as it gets in this area within anywhere than about 40 miles of Charlotte. The price on these products is amazing, which we're gonna talk about, but before we do, we're gonna go ahead and check out the primary owner suite. So the bottom of the stairs, right off the living room, here is this, my personal favorite as far as the primary owner suite, because they absolutely killed the design in here. Not only is this big, not only does this have a nice tray ceiling, not only is there a bunch of windows in here to let a bunch of natural light in here, you've got some nice finishes on the edges, but guys, you have this seating area, which is absolutely gorgeous. So you've got more walls of windows. You can even look at your neighbors taking a splash in their pool. You've got everything in here. It's absolutely gorgeous, but you do get a private access to the screened in porch on this side as well. So absolutely gorgeous use of space. Love this, love these rooms, highly popular. Had a client that reached out to me recently through this channel that bought a house, different neighborhood, different subdivision, different builder, but it had the same kind of bump out in the primary owner suite, and they love it. They absolutely love it. So big kudos for the builder for putting this in. Bathroom is significantly smaller. You do have the countertops, you have the gold faucets, which are very cool and sexy these days. And you've got the different cabinets, couldn't think of the word there for a second, the cabinets, which are a oak style, which are very popular. And then you have just one walk-in closet, decent size, same flooring. And then last but not least, the shower. So the shower is not quite as big, but the style is, it's designed differently, but it's still nice. So you have the bench, you have the cutouts for your shampoo, conditioner. You do have the rain head, of course, and you have the shower heads on the side. So all in all, really good. So this one, as we know, we've lost the bedroom. It's 3 bedrooms. Square footage is smaller, but it's still a good size. It's right around 2,400 square feet, roughly. The price, $479, guys, for the location, the amenities, everything that's on your doorstep, and not to forget to mention, you can use your neighbor's pool with my permission. Just don't tell them I told you that. $479 within 50 miles of Charlotte with these communities, lake access, golf course, which I hear the food in this clubhouse, I haven't personally been there, but I've heard that the food in the clubhouse, multi-million-dollar new building, is absolutely out of this world. To have this in your doorstep is absolutely incredible. But I'm gonna show you one other property, and this one's really unique here because it does have a basement. And as we know, basements here in the South with our red clay soil are like unicorns. So anytime one hits the market, I am all over it. So really excited to show you the basement on this. We're gonna go straight to there. Now, this entire first floor is absolutely killer, as you can see. Primary owner suite, and again, this one's got something that the last house did, but we're gonna go straight down to the basements. Again, we don't see this very often here in the South, so when basements come up, love showing them because there's so much extra square footage in this. This house is 2,200 square feet, just a little bit under 2,300 square feet. Very similar, not including this basement square footage. So when you come down this stairs that's off the main level living area, you're gonna be immediately in this absolutely incredible space. So they've set this up as a second living room area. Absolutely incredible. Now keep in mind, this house is a true ranch, meaning it does not have a second level, making this into 3 levels. It has 2 levels with this basement. So you've got this area that they've turned out. Like I say, you could do multiple different options with this. Second living room, home theater room. You've got an additional space over here, which they've set up as a home office. So you could have multiple different flex spaces down here. Wanted to put that pool table, ping pong table, this is the spot you could do it. You could even do a workout room down here, but I'm gonna show you another bonus room down here in a second. There's a small closet area right there. Now, when you come off this, what they've called the home office, which does have outdoor access, you go immediately into the bedroom on the basement. It is obviously all wired for heat and cool, so you don't have anything to worry about there. Nice finishes. It does seem like this is on the main level, as you can see. We'll get out into the backyard there in a second. And then coming through, we do have a really nice extended closet. Long, skinny, narrow, perfect use of space. And they do have, I should have turned the lights out before I even come in here. Let me come around the main way. You do have a bathroom that's connected, and it's also off the main office area, so you have multiple uses in here. But I cannot find the light switch. How hard can this be? There it is. Should have figured that out before I opened it up, but here you go. It's pretty basic. You got your shower, bath, combo pan, tiled floor. You do have the vanity with the single vanity in the commode in here, and of course a linen closet. So this is a nice little area right off this main home office slash second living room area. Now it does extend out, so you're gonna have a 2 concrete slab patio, which has an absolutely huge deck up there, which we're gonna get to there as well, which does build out from the primary owner suite, so make sure you see this. And of course, you've got enough space. If of course you wanted to put a pool down here, you can. 1/4 acre lot, give or take, huge space. This particular cul-de-sac right here does back to trees, so you're gonna really enjoy the privacy. There's a small pond over there that does have catch and release, so if you like fishing, this is gonna be a good spot. Right next door, they're building another spot, so this whole street coming around is all equipped for basements, very important here. Does bump up the price, but this is still in the low 500s, which we'll talk about. Looks like they're getting ready to drop another framing project on over here. Let's go ahead and check out this little area that I want to show you before we get back upstairs. Right off this main living area in the basement, just before you hit up the stairs, I actually missed this room when I first came down here. It is the biggest storage area. I'm probably doing it a little bit of injustice here because it's not really a storage area. It's an unfinished section of the entire basement, so you can go ahead and drywall sections like this off. It's not finished on the standard pricing, which I'm going to talk to you in a little bit. But this is a project maybe you could tackle down the road. The only thing you'd have to do, because the furnace is in the basement, you do actually have to enclose this off, but I can get you connected with a contract if you wanted to go that route, just so you could build it to code. But you do have water down here as well, so it is plumbed. Great spot if you did want to build an additional in-law suite. This would be the area. Oh, almost dropped my glasses. Well, I did drop my glasses, but I almost stood on my glasses. Now, at the front of the house, we're going to do this tour all backwards. We're going to start right now in the primary owner suite, which is amazing. Some of the features in here are different from the other two that we just saw. Sneak peek of the living room, primary owner suite. Of course, every bedroom now is on the main level. You have a few features that this place is missing. So there is no tray ceiling. It's just a regular height. And this is just 9 feet. I say just 9 feet because 9 feet is bigger than the 8-foot standard. But it does make a difference. You can actually feel it. Decent sized bedroom, not huge, doesn't have the high-end finishes that the first house has. It's a different collection, so you have the smaller baseboards, just little features like that I do tend to notice. Shower's a decent size as far as the build out, no bathtub. You do have the tile to the ceiling, rain head shower, nice little transient window. You have a bench and it's built out there as well, as you can see. Commode in the corner, and then you've got a double vanity, shaker cabinets there, and the slim level 1 quartz countertops. You know, decent there, but to be honest, if one person was in the bathroom, the other person might get a little frustrated with you because it's kind of tight in there. But this is what makes this bedroom really unique. We see this quite a bit, but normally in products that are higher in price points, in that 700,000-800,000. You've got this incredible screened-in porch right off the bedroom. And I did notice straight away how they have the diagonal boards laid here. It makes it a nice finish. Small features, but does go a long way. You've got an entrance point over here, and you've got a full blown-out deck, which is beautiful deck. Desperately needs staining here. It's gonna get fried here in the sun. But you've got a nice spot here, so you have the best of both worlds. Screened in porch and outdoor living area. And of course, this tremendous backyard over here. There's where that pond is right behind me, so you do have this. And of course, we do have our builder friends over there putting this together, working hard in 100-degree heat. Can't fault these guys, they do work hard. You have the stairs down to the second level. So that's where the home office section is. So everything's kind of flows in a circle. And there's 2 entranceways out here. So I know what you're probably thinking. Those guys are really loud. I know what you're probably thinking, is this the only way? No, it's not. Primary owner suite does have its own entranceway, but there's one right here off the main living area. Whew, let me get inside. I tell you, I could not do their job. I'm out there for 30 seconds and I'm sweating. Those guys are out there all day long. Living room. Look at some of the finishes that they have here. Everything's a trade-off, guys. You have the coffered ceilings with the exposed beams up there, which haven't been present in either of those two. Smaller living room, it's not huge. Do like the floors, you have the nice thick 8-inch LVP flooring, so nice floors there. You're missing the kitchen island waterfall, but the kitchen island size is pretty good. I mean, it's probably the biggest island, I'm saying that. 4 bar stools down here, but you don't have the high-end finishes that were underneath that you see. So you do lose a little quality on that. But the living room, I say, is a little bit smaller. Best use of furniture there would be a section against this corner. not huge. And one thing that might be a concern to some people, but you guys decide, drop a comment below. That's the bedroom primary owner's suite. So you're right off, the living room is, or the bedroom is right off the living area, which can be a deterrent for some. Some people don't care, but for others, it might be a bit more of a deal. Notice this kitchen island. This is the only floor plan that I've been in probably in the past 3 to 4 months that doesn't have a sink in the island. Some people specifically ask not to have that done. If that's the case, this is you, because you get so much more storage when you go this route. You do obviously lose the sink and the microwave. The dishwasher cannot be in the island because the water outlet is not there. So you're gonna have a dishwasher, of course, right next to the sink. No walk-in pantry. This cabinetry right here is your pantry. So that's a big deal for some people, so keep that in consideration. Do like this countertop, so do like how these veins run through this quartz. Really nice effect on this. And this one, you've got your gas oven. Not a big deal for some people, but you do lose that gas cooktop, which is probably a little bit more high end. It bumps the price up. And a microwave, of course, above the oven, which is different from the oven microwave combo. Kudos for the designer on this one, because this backsplash is really, really nice. Really like this. And then last but not least, the sink is right here. You have the farm style sink, so nice finishes in here. But this is really painting a really good picture, guys, because the difference between the 3 houses, 3 different price points that we're seeing, really start to kind of paint the picture of what your money gets, some of the things that you can get. No house is ever perfect, but it needs to be right for you. So that's why I encourage you to reach out to me. I've already done negotiation with this builder to get the best possible pricing, period, than going on your own. Give me a call. I'm gonna put my contact information here right below. So pause it, go ahead, give me a call after you've resumed watching this video. Tell me what you're looking for. Let's just go ahead and jump on a call. Don't do this alone. There is no point. There is so many new construction communities just popping up literally every week. I get builders reaching out to me every single week wanting me to showcase their communities on here. And of course, that's what I like to do, so it's not a problem. But if you're navigating this market without the expert really going with you through this, it can become extremely difficult. Don't make the same mistake that I did. Now, before we go ahead and wrap this up, I'm gonna show you the entranceway to the house, because we do have a couple rooms still left to see before we talk about pricing. This is a nice size laundry room. You have a built-in desk here. It doesn't have the higher end countertops, but still it's the laundry room. And you do have, like, I think this is an aluminum flooring, and they have not done a good job with putting this in. I would much prefer a tiled flooring in here, but they've really cut a corner on that. But all in all, it's the laundry room, so what else can you say? Last, there's only 1 bedroom down here. It is that small bedroom at the front of the house. Single window, just keep that in mind. Small room, single window, but you've got that second basement level living there. You've got a linen closet. And then last but not least, you have an additional bathroom here. All right, so let's talk money. This floor plan on this lot with the basement is $509,000 out the door. That's already included the basement premium for this. So it's an absolutely amazing deal. To get a basement lot here in the Charlotte metro area in the 500s is pretty challenging to do. So reach out to me if this is something you're interested in. I'm gonna put a link to another video right here of a similar, different large master plan community, but on a completely different side of town. So reach out to me if you've got questions, whether it's 9 days, 9 weeks, 9 months that you're planning to move here to the Charlotte area. It is never too early to connect. I've already got relationships, established relationships with this builder, just to make sure that all my clients that reach out to me through this channel get the best possible pricing, get the best incentives, rate buy downs, best rates, interest rates if the builder's bought bulk rates, just so you don't have to do that negotiation. It's already been taken care of. You'll get the best possible deal. Could you get a good deal by yourself? Yes. Could you get a better deal with me? Absolutely. That's why you need to reach out. I get calls, text message, and emails every single day, and I do genuinely love it. When I see a call from an out-of-state number and I don't recognize it and I'm gonna assume it's not a telemarketer trying to sell me something, it's you. And that's why I do this channel. I absolutely love it. Don't be a stranger, reach out to me. And until the next video, I'm gonna see you around town, and God bless.